Hello! All right, here is what we're up to today. This is the agenda. First, I will take you through the slideshow here. First, I want to talk about this hashtag, UAEL. It stands for Unity, Artistry, Excellence, and Legacy. I'm really surprised I haven't brought it up yet this year. I was kind of saving it because we've had a lot to do. But Unity is togetherness, right? Unity brings us together. Band should always bring us together and provide unification and a sense of belonging. It doesn't mean we lose our own personality in the process, but we bring everything together and unite everyone. And that's one of the main purposes of band. We're obviously going to create amazing, beautiful things, and that's artistry. Becoming a musical artist, a sound crafter, a musician. Excellence is kind of how we treat our behavior, our actions, what we do, why we do things, because we strive for excellence. So anytime you're wondering, what should I do in this situation, just think, what's the most excellent thing to do? What's going to make everyone else around me better and elevate the program? And then, of course, what's my legacy? What are people going to remember long after I'm gone? And sometimes you need to pave a new path for everyone. So that includes all the public performances, all the rehearsals that we do, even in your personal practice time, and how we treat each other. And even when we're alone by ourselves, we can always ask ourselves, are we being unified, artistic? Are we being awesome and excellent? And what's our reputation? What are we leaving behind? That's not correct. It's Web Rhythms Wednesday. A couple things I want to show you about Honor Band. There will be, there's a flex period offering that explains more of this, but there's an Honor Band that's a one-time Honor Band, an audition Honor Band for the Minnesota Band Directors Association. If you're interested in playing in one of the top groups in the state, you'll need to check that out. I've got more information for you if you're interested. You do need to come talk to me, though. There is, well, that's an old slide. Another group in the Twin Cities is called GTSYs, or Greater Twin Cities Youth Symphonies. They have auditions all the time. They meet year round. Same thing with Minnesota Youth Jazz Band, Minnesota Junior Winds. There's quite a few groups through McPhail. So if you're interested in playing in a group outside of Eden Prairie, you should come check those out. I've got a lot of options for you. And then we're also looking for people to join a band leadership team. There'll be a flex period about it coming up in the coming weeks, but I just wanted to throw that out there for you. Some things about your grades. I have updated a few things. If you have an M in the portal, in the grade book on campus or Schoology, it means you need to complete it. It means missing. You don't need to ask me about it. You don't need to ask me when I'll update the grade. It's basically it's up to you to complete all the work, and it's up to me to grade the things that that are super important to our grade book. So if it's in the formative category, it might take a long time for me to grade it, or I might not grade it because it's not impacting your grade. But the summative assessments, those for sure have to be done really quickly, and I'll be bothering you if they don't. But the point is, you don't need to ask anything about the assignments. What you should do first is try to do the assignment. Obviously, you can ask me questions if you don't understand the assignment, but one of the questions you should probably never ask any teacher is, should I still do this? Is it still worth points? Because that means you're not willing to do the work that's important unless it gets you points, which is not the reason we give assignments. We give assignments because the knowledge is important. So always step one is do the assignment. Then step two is communicate with your teacher. And then, of course, make sure you're patient with it, especially if it's been turned in late. And what else do we have here? So far in our grade book, we have in the pre-tests and participation category, we've got the Cubby Pick and the band handbook that you were supposed to read with your parent and check off. You can do that tonight. In the formative category, which is formative work, we've got a discussion called Why Music, the posture pick, the musicianship video, which I haven't graded yet. I haven't graded, honestly, because so few people turned it in, actually. I think we're running at about 60% of you turned in that assignments, and it's a very important one. We also have another one that's going in that category, which is due tonight, the Tenuto assignment, which we'll work on. And then we have summative assessments. That's 80% of your grade. That's a big deal. We haven't had any of those yet, but the performance assessment number 1 is coming up. I haven't decided exactly when, but it'll probably be next week sometime, maybe next Thursday. So be aware of that. That's coming up, and I'll alert you to that later today. Any birthdays that we need to celebrate, come on up. You're going to conduct happy birthday today in class. We're still working on these groups, bass clarinets, tenor saxes, bari saxes, and piccolos. We will move on to other things soon. We are still looking for trumpet, trombone, baritones, and tubas to join our groups. Trumpets and baritones and trombones for jazz band. We need a few of you guys. And then tuba for pep band. Quick tip. Let me try to fix your instrument before you bring it into the shop. And if you do bring it in, insist on a loaner. All of the repair shops have extra loaners to give out. So don't ever be afraid to say, well, if I can't have a loaner, I don't want you to fix it. Here's the quote of the day. It's a good one. Here's the joke of the day. How do you fix a broken tuba? Obviously, with a tube of glue. Here's the picture of the day. Pretty interesting. Whole bunch of instruments made into a motorcycle. Artistic and creative. Again, these are the things we're working on today when we play Epic. We're going to make sure that we're focused on the elements of music. Those are the things we're tested on, too, in the performance assessments. Here's what's coming up. We have some old homework. And, of course, in your planner, right here it says on Monday. You don't have to put that for Monday, but we should start practicing for number 107. And the learning target is, I can end my sound cleanly. Here's the agenda for today. I want to make sure that all the percussionists are bringing their mallet bags to every rehearsal. Everybody's bringing their books to every rehearsal. Why don't you guys go ahead and hold up your books right now. Everybody grab your book and hold it up. We want to make sure that that's a pretty solid habit, because we are going to play out of that book every day. It's just as important as bringing your instrument every day, which has been an issue for some of you as well. We're going to do web rhythms, so rhythms study sheet, that should say, up to measure 80. And then we're going to play our warm-ups. Down here you'll see we'll be playing book number 8, number 107 in your book, the Tenuto assignment, and then reading the new music for Epic. All right, here we go.